How are you?
Great.
You need me to zoom in?
No. Court will call the case of SP 122-31391OT and SP 122-31392, Lorenzo Renovato.
Hey, counsel, your appearance and P number for the record, please.
Aliciato P77614 on behalf of Mr. Renovato, who's present via Zoom.
Okay, and how are we proceeding for Mr. Renovato? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It looks like we need an interpreter. Madam Interpreter, if you would please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will, to the best of your ability, translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English?
I do.
Okay, please go ahead. All right, we've called the case.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Este es el caso de las personas en contra de Lorenzo Rivera Renovado. Introducciones son Aliciato, es el P77614. Okay.
Mr. Renovato, can you please state your name for the record?
Señor Renovado, diga su nombre por la acta.
Lorenzo Rivera Renovato.
Lorenzo Rivera Renovado.
Judge,
How are we proceeding?
this
Yes.
matter is scheduled for a pretrial, and Mr. Renovato would like to take advantage of the plea recommendation, which is to plead guilty to the amended charge of failure to display a valid driver's license and dismiss the no insurance.
Hoy es el horario y fecha para el prejuicio del señor Renovado. Él se quiere aprovechar de la oferta del cargo reducido de falla de mostrar una licencia y se renuncia el cargo que no tenía aseguranza.
And sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
Señor, suba su mano derecha. ¿Jura que el testimonio que va a dar aquí hoy es la verdad?
Sí.
Yes.
And so you had an opportunity to speak with the attorney regarding your case today. Is that correct?
Usted tuvo oportunidad de hablar con su abogado por tu caso hoy, ¿correcto?
Sí.
Yes.
And you understand you have the right to a trial on this ticket if that's what you choose to do. Do you understand?
Y usted tiene el derecho de tener un juicio en esta etiqueta si usted quiere. ¿Entiendes eso?
Sí.
Yes.
But if you do a plea today, there will not be a trial of any kind, and you give up the rights associated with trial. Do you understand?
Y si usted da una declaración hoy, renuncias al derecho de tener un juicio. Y, ¿entiendes eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Did anyone make any promises or threats to get you to plead guilty today?
¿Alguno te amenazó o prometió algo para que te declares culpable aquí hoy?
No.
No.
And you are pleading guilty because you are guilty?
¿Y usted se declara culpable porque sos culpable?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. And with regards to the date, time, and location, do we have that information, either Counsel Shaito or Madam Clerk?
Yes, the date is July 7th, 2021 at 5:35. And the location is West Grand Boulevard at West Verner.
La fecha era el 7 de julio 2021 a las 5:35 y la ubicación era en West Grand Boulevard y Verner.
Sí.
Yes.
And sir, you were driving a motor vehicle on that date, time, and location?
¿Y usted estaba conduciendo un vehículo de motor en esa fecha y en esa ubicación?
Sí.
Yes.
And when the officer stopped you, you failed to display a valid driver's license. Is that correct?
Y cuando el policía te paró, tú fallaste de mostrar una licencia válida, ¿correcto?
Sí.
Yes.
Satisfies the factual basis, counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
¿Esto satisfecha la base práctica? Sí, su señoría.
And the fine is $240. Mr. Renovato, did you post a bond for this ticket?
Tu multa va a ser $240. ¿Usted puso una fianza, señor Renovato, por esta etiqueta?
No.
No.
Okay. Are you working or in school at this time?
¿Usted trabaja o está estudiando en este tiempo?
Trabajo.
I work.
Okay, with regard to the $240, Madam Clerk, is there a time frame that you already have for your courtroom for dates to pay?
Usually the judge will check with them to see how much time they need, Your Honor. 30 days is May 5th. I don't know if that's too far.
Okay, well, let's see. Mr. Renovato, can you get it paid by May 5th, which is 30 days?
Señor Renovado, ¿usted puede pagar esta multa en 30 días, que sería antes del 5 de mayo?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, we'll give it till May 5, 2022 to pay.
Entonces te damos hasta el 5 de mayo para pagar esta multa.
Okay, and you have multiple options for how to pay. You can pay at the court's website at 36districtcourt.org.
Hay varias maneras en que puedes pagar esta multa. Puedes andar en el sitio de web de la corte, que es 36districtcourt.org.
You can also pay at any DivDat kiosk or a DivDat app that you can download to your mobile device and pay using the app.
También puedes pagar en los kioscos de DivDat, o también puedes poner una aplicación en tu teléfono de DivDat y se puede pagar en esa manera.
Okay. Or you can pay the cashier's window at the courthouse.
O también se puede pagar en el mostrador de la corte en persona.
¿En Detroit?
En Detroit,
Yes, at the court's website. Yeah, at the courthouse. You can pay at the cashier's window at the courthouse.
sí, se puede pagar en el mostrador, en la ventanilla de la corte de 26 District en Detroit.
Gracias.
Thank
Thank
you.
Do you have any questions about what we have covered today?
¿Usted tiene cualquier pregunta de lo que hicimos aquí hoy?
No.
No.
Thank you. Mr. Shaito, anything further on behalf of Mr. Renovato?
Oh, no, Your Honor. Thank you.
¿Hay algo más, señor Chiato, para el señor Renovado? No, su señoría. Gracias.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Vivian. As always, thank you very much. That concludes this matter. Just tell Mr. Renovato that we are concluded.
Okay, thank you. Señor Renovado, podés colgar, ya terminamos. Usted está libre para irse ahora.
Gracias, muy amables.
Okay, thank you. You've all been very kind.
Okay,
All right.
thank you very much. Thank you, Madam Interpreter. We appreciate you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Be safe, everyone.
Yes, ma'am, you the same. Take care.
Señora,
See?
Okay. Uh-oh.
He started to say something, but oh well.
Okay, all right. I'll tell you what, Mr. Redden up next. If we can call Mr. Redden's case, please.
Court call the case of SP 11852-711 and SP 11852-712, Eric Laron Redden.
Okay,
Oh.
today's the intent. Okay, go ahead, Council.
Alushato P77614 on behalf of Mr. Redden, who's present via Zoom. Mr. Redden, can you please state your name for the record?
Eric Redden.
Judge, this matter is scheduled for a pretrial, and Mr. Redden would like to take advantage of the plea offer, which is to dismiss both counts for valid documentation.
Okay, very good, sir. Please raise your right. I'm sorry, they're being dismissed. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. All right. With proofs having been provided, the court will grant that motion to dismiss these matters provided. Counsel, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Mr. Redden, before we leave for the day, just in case you ever need to contact the court, the Secretary of State, the insurance company, or anybody else about what we covered today, you can go to the court's website, which is 36districtcourt.org. So that's available for you as a resource to look up any information about what happened today. And then also you can go to michigan.gov. That is the Secretary of State's website. You can go there and create an account for yourself so that you can look up your overall driving record again, in case you ever need to look up any information about your overall driving record or what we did today. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that concludes your matter for today. Anything, do you have any questions about what we covered?
No.
Okay, very good. That concludes your matter. Take care. Be safe, sir.
You too.
All right, bye-bye. Okay. And we have Patrick Robinson. Hi, Mr. Robinson, stand by. Madam Clerk, you can call the case.
Yeah.
Court call the
Yes,
case of
I'm
SP
here.
107-90691 and SP 107-90692, Patrick Robinson.
Okay, counsel.
Alushato P77614 on behalf of Mr. Patrick Robinson, who's present via Zoom. Mr. Robinson, can you please state your name for the record?
Patrick Robinson Jr.
Judge, this matter is scheduled for pretrial, and there is a plea recommendation to dismiss for valid documentation.
Okay, very good. And court will grant that motion to dismiss for proofs provided. Mr. Robinson, that concludes your matter for today. These matters are being dismissed. Now, if there's ever a time that you need to contact the court, the Secretary of State, or the insurance company about what we did today, you can use the court's website at 36districtcourt.org as a reference so that you can look up any information about what we covered today, particularly that it was dismissed. And then also you can go to the Secretary of State's website at michigan.gov. You can create an account for yourself so that you can look up your overall driving record. So these are resources for yourself going forward in case you ever need to look up anything about what we did today. Okay.
Okay. Judge, is it possible way I could go inside in it so they could restate my license back so I go to work?
If you do need to pay any reinstatement fees, then you have multiple options. You can either go to the courthouse and you can pay any reinstatement fees if that is necessary. But also you can go to any DivDat kiosk or the DivDat app that you can download to your mobile device and pay using the app. Or you can go online at 36districtcourt.org and you can pay online if you owe any reinstatement fees. So you have multiple options for the reinstatement fees if you need to pay those.
Okay. It's in the computer system, right?
That is correct. So if there's anything showing, again, you can go to the court's website at 36districtcourt.org. You can always check at the courthouse physically at the cashier's window, but you've got other resources. So if you don't want to have to go downtown, you can always do that, but you have lots of resources available, okay? But it will be available online.
Okay, yeah, I'm outside in my car, so I'm gonna go inside and get the piece of paperwork.
Okay, well, give Madam Clerk some time, okay? So because we need to actually make the change, Madam Clerk has to make the changes in the system to reflect what we've done today, but it shouldn't take too long. Madam Clerk, do we know about how long that would be for Mr. Robinson if he needs to pay anything?
Just about 5 minutes, Your Honor. I'm doing it right now.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Madam Clerk is making those changes now. So give her about maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then you should be able to go in. And if there's anything that does need to be done, you should be able to do it there. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. You have a blessed day.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Take care, sir. Be safe.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
You're welcome.
Okay. Was there anything else?
One more.
Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
I know.
A plea.
Okay.
Court will call the case of SP 11682-191, SP 11682-192, LaDeja Robinson.
Okay, counsel.
Alishato P77614 on behalf of Ms. Robinson, present via Zoom. Ms. Robinson, can you please state your name for the record?
LaDeja Robinson.
Your Honor, Ms. Robinson's here for a pretrial, and there is a plea recommendation that Ms. Robinson would like to take advantage of, which is to plead guilty to the 1 count of failure to display and the 1 count of civil plea responsible to a civil infraction of no registration, and have all other remaining matters dismissed.
Okay, ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony about to give will be the truth?
Yes.
And ma'am, you had an opportunity to speak with the attorney regarding your cases today. Is that correct?
Yes.
You put your hand down. You also understand you have the right to a trial on these tickets if that's what you choose to do. Do you understand?
Yes.
But if you do a plea today, there will not be a trial of any kind, and you develop the rights associated with trial. Do you understand?
Correct.
Did anyone make any promises or threats to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
And you're pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, with regard, and Madam Clerk, with regard to which case on the filter display, if you can indicate the date, time, and location.
Yes, Your Honor. Date and time is February 22nd, 2021 at 11:03 at East 7 Mile Road near Greeley Street.
And ma'am, during that particular time, were you driving a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And at that time, the officer stopped you, you failed to display a valid driver's license. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and also that there was no registration, the registration was not proper on that vehicle. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, satisfies fashion basis counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay, court will accept that guilty plea and that admission of responsibility on the civil infraction. The fine is to the misdemeanor is $240. And Madam Clerk, do we have a fee schedule on the registration portion of the ticket?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
With regard to the fine for the registration, do we have a fee schedule for that available for the actual cost? It used to be about $98, but I think it's different now.
Let me look, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
It's normally 110, Your Honor, but she has a clearance fee added in there.
Okay,
So it is $204 right now is what she owes.
okay, got it. Okay, ma'am, the total for everything, it looks like it's $440. Are you working or in school at this time?
You said 400 and who? 40?
440? Are you
Okay.
working or in school at this time, ma'am?
Now I'm actually currently pregnant at the time.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Can we put it about 90 days? Well, when's your due date, ma'am?
May 27.
Okay, tell you what, can we give it about 90 days, put it about 90 days out?
Yes, please.
Okay, stand by.
June 30th.
Okay, how about June 30th, ma'am?
But I can make payments on it before this also, right?
Absolutely. Yes, you can treat it like layaway. You can just pay on it whenever you have an opportunity, but that'll give you, some latitude to just get it done. So if anything comes up or if you need to take a break, you're welcome to do that. So we can put it out to June 30th. Okay.
Okay.
And in just a moment, we're going to also cover the different payment methods. So again, for your convenience, there is an online option. You can go to the court's website at 36districtcourt.org and you can pay online. You can also go to any DivDat kiosk, or you can download the DivDat app to your mobile device and pay using the app. Again, you can always pay it in parts like layaway, or you can pay at the cashier's window at the courthouse. But it sounds like the online options or the app option is a little bit better for you. Does that sound fair?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So you have different options. And again, you can always go to the court's website at 36districtcourt.org. Also, you can go to the court's website as well in case you need additional information about what we covered today. So in case you ever need to contact the court, the Secretary of State, the insurance company, or anybody else about what we did today, you have that as a reference for yourself in case you need to get updates on what we covered today. Okay?
Okay.
And then lastly, you can go to michigan.gov. That is the Secretary of State's website. You can go there. You can set up an account for yourself and you can look at your overall driving record. So if there's anything, any business that you need to handle with the Secretary of State, you can look at your overall driving record and discuss any matters with them as well.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions about what we covered today?
No.
Okay, very good. Attorney Shito, anything further?
No, Your Honor.